Welcome back. If you just joined us, you're watching the news at 10 on Channels Television, broadcasting live from Lagos and Abuja. A reminder of our top stories. The President promises to fix all federal roads. President Jonathan says that inadequate resources will not limit his determination. The Edo State Police Command is hunting for a 53-year-old man who allegedly killed 2 children. The President has said that his administration has reduced poverty in the nation by 50%, and U.S. jets have joined ISIS-Syria border battle. We'd like to remind you that all our top stories can be found on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Do visit m.channelstv.com to see us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from their respective stores. Please interact with the Channels Eyewitness feature on our Android, iOS, and Windows 8 platforms. If you have pictures or if you have videos to share with us, tap the application on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and follow the instructions. As the crisis lingers over the violence that disrupted proceedings at the Ekiti Election Tribunal, the Director of Media for the People's Democratic Party has asked the judge that was beaten to provide a video clip of his assault. Mr. Gboyega Arobisogon, who claims he witnessed the incident, said the governor-elect Fayose was not involved in the violence. However, the Attorney General of the state, Mr. Wale Fakunda, said, while narrating the incident, the judge told him that the governor-elect supervised his beating. Both men spoke during an interview on our program Sunrise today.
So what happened
on Thursday
Yeah.
was a clear. The government-elect has every right to attend the election petition. He was coming right away from Lagos and he was driving into the court premises. More than 5,000 people were at the court premises at the time the governor-elect was there. And that has been the usual thing. Anywhere the governor-elect moves, a lot of people want to see him. And he was there. How the governor and the judge came into that place that he had to be assaulted. It's still something that we need to see the judge. As a matter of fact, it was as a result of what they perceived to be that they attacked the judge that led to the killing of that gentleman in the evening. And that is why, when you look at it, it's like a choreograph. When you look at the history of violence in the recent times in Ekiti State, you will discover that the APC had had this same pattern of doing it. The killings in Nemure follow this pattern. The killing in Virginia follow this pattern. The killing in Omo follow this pattern. And when you look at what led to all these things, it's all about the mandate, which they never thought would go to the PDP.
So when I spoke to the judge did not say that the governor-elect slapped him. He said he supervised his beating.
This is what the judge said.
The judge said he was there. He was standing while the governor's thugs, for want of a better word, beat the judge. It's a violation of the judiciary. I mean, there are processes. Even if the judge held in anyhow, there's the appeal court, there's the Supreme Court. What happened is a violation of judiciary, and I think it should not be allowed to stand. And it is sad that the lawyers representing the governor-elect somehow have not found it improper to get across to him that the judiciary is the bastion of the common man, as you say. Now, the way we are going, there is no hope for justice in Ekiti State. The way the governor-elect is started, there is no hope for justice for anybody that has any claim against the governor-elect in Ekiti State. What is important for us now, and I think this is where the NJC should come in, the rule that prevents judges from speaking out when they are violated, I think should be reviewed.
Staying in the southwest region of the country, the Ogun State government says it is initiating a new multi-billion naira city development in Ewekoro and Obafemi Owode local government areas of the state. The state governor, Ibukule Amusun, said this while on a working tour of Ewekoro local government area. He also solicited support of residents for his administration and announced the resuscitation of the federal government airport in Abeokuta that was abandoned.
The working visit to Ewekoro was the 8th in the series of the assessment tour by the governor, Ibukule Amusun, to local government areas in the state. This trip was as special as his visit to all other council areas. Huge crowds converged to appreciate the governor for what he has been able to achieve in his rebuilding mission.
If people don't say anything, they will converge here. Going around, you can see improvements. Agri, education, housing, health, everything put together. You can see a lot of improvements. And as a result of this, we know that this governor is very focused.
He has performed creditably well. That does not mean that there are no areas for improvement. But what he has achieved in 3 years is so phenomenal. And this is at the risk of being immodest about his achievement. He has turned Ogun State into something else that we never thought was possible.
Traditional rulers were not left out of this, as they pledged their loyalty and support to the Amusun administration.
Our people have seen the good job we've done in Ogun State, not only in this local government. We have seen, we have had, definitely we will return it back to you. The only way we can use respect for what is done is to give you our total loyalty.
While highlighting some of the modest achievements of his administration in the past 3 years, the governor also announced some new developmental projects.
We are doing our new town. I told you the other time. We are starting is from Obafemi Owode local government and Ifo. And this is 3 local government. It's a masterpiece, new city. By the time we finish the city, and I'm speaking with all sense of responsibility, it will be one of the best cities, not in Nigeria here.
The governor is expected to visit more local government areas in the coming weeks.
The Edo State Police Command is hunting for a 53-year-old man, Michael Okieze, who allegedly killed 2 children, leaving 2 others with severe injuries in Ikpoba Oka local government area of Edo State. Mr. Okieze was said to have attacked the children of his neighbor, Mr. Oliver Ude, with a machete while they were playing in their house on September the 17th. The parents of the children say the incident has left them helpless and they want the government to ensure that justice is done.
It all began on a cool Wednesday evening when Mr. Ude's children decided to play outside their room in the house shared with 4 other tenants, but unknown to them, danger was lurking in the corner. This innocent act of the children was said to have irked one of their neighbors, Mr. Michael Okieze, who hails from Uzakoli, Benda local government area of Abia State, southeast Nigeria. This resulted in an altercation between him and the mother of the children.
Now that man, he come from where he sit down, get up, begin to curse my children, say you don't tell them, say me that know they run, they pass in your own corridor, say whether they not see this wheelbarrow where they put boundary. So as this man, the man they curse these children, I hear now Baba curse, now she they curse them. So now,
after this, she went back to the kitchen where she was cooking, and from there, she said she heard her baby cry.
Now come run. I said they run. Come push the other back kitchen. I can't push that door. I push on the door, that lock on. Now consider my first son where she they run come out. Now come say, mommy. Now come on, say that Oga Mike. Say don't kill my 2 baby.
When our news crew visited the home of Mr. Ode, located on Old Sapele Road in Oka 2 community, bloodstains were still visible at the spots where his children were attacked and 2 of them murdered. An act that was not only vicious but gruesome. Their father gives details of what transpired.
When I travel, I go outside the work, then call me back, say they don't kill my children. Before I come, the man wey me with and they live for house. Now Mike Okeze and I be named from Abia State. Then I kill my children. I kill the 9 months old, kill 3 years old, cut the other 2 hands, cut their nose. Lock all of them for inside house here. He can't they kill them. My senior boy and the one way in senior. Now we do hear them follow, escape. If not, he for kill all of them.
Mr. Ode, who is a farmer from Igboeze North local government area of Enugu State, also in southeast Nigeria, can barely afford a decent accommodation, and he's now saddled with the burden of paying medical bills running into hundreds of thousands of naira.
I beg, do not help me because I know job who I no get anything. No be better work I did. Even where we did more for hospital there, hungry, nothing for me. I beg government, may not help me, police, may not help me finding out, reach the village.
A resident of Oka community tells us more about the incident and how 2 of the children were rescued.
Actually, when we got there, we saw the 2 children that was matched, lying down flat. We were told that 2 of other children had been rescued. So when we observed that the other one is still alive because he was still struggling, there is nothing we can do. There is nobody who can actually give us the detail of what happened that led to such a effect.
5-year-old Goodness was left with her right hand severed, and 7-year-old Gift had her nose chopped off, while 9-month-old Destiny and 3-year-old Favor are still lying in the mortuary. With the man allegedly responsible for these atrocities still at large, one can only wonder what these parents are going through. But the Edo State Police Command has some consoling words for the grieving family.
I want to assure the general public that everything is being done to arrest one Mike Okeze, the perpetrator of that dastardly act. As soon as we get his picture, we will decline wanted. We are doing everything to arrest him because he's, I don't know, he's not a human being.
All the family is asking for is justice, that the culprit of this heinous crime will be found and prosecuted, and also some support from government to take adequate care of the remaining children, particularly their health conditions.
Still ahead on the news at 10, the Kogi State government encourages registration of newborn babies at birth. Please stay with us.